Did y'all see that this past weekend Maya was on the stripper pole? So she was on the stage, popping, locking, dropping. At one point she was
singing. She was singing.
And she was singing too? Okay.
Yeah,
she was at one point she fell down into a split. And so me personally, I was like, okay. But Bow Wow took issue with it. He was like, oh, word, Maya's a stripper now.
Bow Wow is not the person to comment on anybody's lifestyle, or I don't know who made him the president of relevance, and I don't know. Just sit down, shut up.
I don't want to hear what Bow Wow has to say, because Bow Wow is going through something that he don't want to be honest about, because he's doing the absolute most out in these streets. Like, somebody said something like, did you see what like Ball Alert and all that was saying about you criticizing mine? He's like, I don't do black media. I'm like, nigga, you was just, sorry. I was like, you was just on BET trying to get them checks on black media. Black media saved your life, so go sit down somewhere.
And started your career. You was Mr. 106 & Park.
Okay? So that's why I haven't taken that man no kinds of serious.
I don't want to hear nobody. I don't want to hear your moral standard, because it's not high.
Especially when people allege that Erica used to be out here wheeling and dealing and stripping and flipping and
All I will say about their relationship is I feel as though like he tries to create that she's like this classy woman, but you know, on every Monday you guys tune in and you know we all watch Love and Hip Hop, and
I like Erica too.
I like her.
Him to go in on Erica.
Like I like her, but I feel like he tries to put her on a pedestal, and not that she shouldn't be on any type of pedestal, but he tries to act as though, like you guys said, that you know, like she hasn't done certain things in her past. That's my issue with him. That's my issue with any man who is dating anyone and it's like, oh, you forgot. That's my thing. Don't forget. Never forget. That's it.
Hashtag. Hashtag never forget.
Hashtag never forget.
Right, that's it.
This week, I wrote about a story. My sister went to the gynecologist recently, and the gynecologist was telling her, you know, my sister had powder on, and the gynecologist was telling her, don't, because you know, when you have your legs open, you know, you just want to make sure everything is good. So the gynecologist noticed the little powder, and she was like, no powder. My sister was like, okay, you know, I can do without the powder, that's fine. And she was like, really, you shouldn't be putting anything down there. And my sister was like, not even soap? And she was like, no soap, you should just use water. And my sister was like, okay. And she said, okay. She was like, but girl, I ain't giving up soap. Okay. And to me, it's just like, nah.
We investigated in the office yesterday, and people around the world are using things like Dettol or Limasol or any type of douching product to cleanse their vaginal canal, and it's very disturbing why women are always saying like, oh, I just don't want to smell dirty for my man. It always goes back to men, and I just want to smell nasty for them so they can stay with you.
Aside from being clean for a man, don't you want to feel clean?
Okay.
How do you feel clean without soap? I'll take my chances. I'm using my Dove soap. I can't.
Yeah, she was saying, you know, using soap can cause infection, but I'm like,
maybe I believe that fancy soaps, like fancy body washes, I don't mess with none of that mess. All of that stuff that smell like something that ain't natural, fruit and ginger beans, all of whatever. I'll be like, no, because once it goes in there, it starts burning, it stinks.
Exactly.
I'm like, I'm not messing with something that's gonna mess up my pH balance. But I mean, I use natural, like regular soaps, no matter what, all over. And I have the same type of issue when they were like, don't put no powder down there, because I would have been, my gynecologist was like, hold up, get all ready. All right, looking like Casper. And I went up in there like, and she was like, yeah, don't do that again, because you're gonna get a yeast infection. I was like, oh shoot. So I think everybody's different.
Yeah, I just feel like you have to do what you do for yourself. And I just want to say, like, no one's putting soap in their vagina. Like, you're just washing the outside. Because I'm like, even when you pee, you got to get that smell out of there. And I'm like, if you wash your butt, you got to wash, I mean, you just got to take care of all of it. So did y'all see, Ludacris was in court this week with his baby mama, Tameka Fuller, and they were trying to determine who was going to get custody of their 1-year-old daughter. Ludacris ultimately ended up getting custody of the child. Primary custody. So the mother will be able to see the baby 11 days out of the month, each month. But she'll live with Ludacris and his now wife. So what do y'all think about all of that?
Initially, I was heartbroken for this woman. Like, how is this woman gonna sleep tonight? Like, I wanted to cry.
Yes.
How's she gonna sleep without her child?
Yes.
But then the rest of the story came out about why the judge decided to give Luda full custody. Right. So it's just an unfortunate situation.
It came out in the court documents that she had another child And she disappeared on that child for 5 years. Not a week, not a couple months, 5 years. And she wouldn't tell the court where she had been. She said it wasn't drug related, but she wouldn't say where she was. And then not only that, she only makes $800 a month, but her expenses are double that. And then she also took Ludacris offered to get her an abortion, and she took the money, but obviously didn't get the abortion. So it just made it
The $900 abortion.
$900 he gave her for an abortion.
The things that are coming out about, Miss Fuller, it's like, okay, well, you were trying to live way above your means, and you were hoping that instead of just taking the $7,000 or, that was needed, whatever that you were given by the judge to have child support, you wanted to go for 15. And because you were asking and seeking that, this turned into this big old thing now where Ludacris was like, well, now I want to try to get custody because I ain't trying to pay no damn $15,000, $7,000, even that for child support, for this child. Because really a child doesn't need $15,000. Like, what do you, as 1-year-olds, like, what are you doing with $15,000? But
You living off of $800
right,
a month.
okay. I'm gonna give you $15,000 for one child? Girl, bye. You was doing okay with that $800 before?
It just breaks down every, fantasy that you ever had about Luda.
Yeah. No, because Ludacris used to be my boo too in high school. But that was in high school. But now that you're seeing all this play out, it's just like these decisions. Like you put your life, you put your money, you put your relationship in the hands of this woman just for like. To me, it seemed like they had an ongoing relationship, but like just to smash.
Basically.
And now you brought a child into this madness, and that to me, that's what makes me so sad. Like I was trying to get the tea, but I was also like, dang, like who wants their birth story to be like, my mom was trying to get money, my dad was stepping out on his girlfriend. Like that's just a messy way to come into the world, and that just sucks. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Did Y'all See? For more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.